Hi, fans of high quality entertainment. So I listen to, quite a bit of Spotify during the year. And around this time of year, Spotify sends you this Spotify Wrap, it's called. And it lets you know what music you listen to the most, how many hours you spend on Spotify, stuff like that. One thing I want to let you know is even though I do listen to a lot of Spotify, I listen to CDs more, and I have two patrons, as some of you know, and I use Spotify for some of the song and album reactions, along with YouTube. And for my other patron, it's a radio show, 2-hour radio show every week, plus a bonus radio show of about 90 minutes. And so, that takes some time because I'm recording it on Spotify for my Patreon. And so I'm not always, listening on Spotify. And just to show you here, before we get into this Spotify wrap, this is going to be the latest episode of my radio show. I'm just hoping, be nice, especially this time of year, as a Christmas present to me, if you would join or, check out my radio show. There's a $2 per month level where you can just listen to all of the radio shows posted. And I would love to I don't think I have even one member on that. But we have a lot of fun every week, and I put the radio show together and I talk about all of the songs, except for on the bonus episode, I just play the music. So consider joining, even just to listen. And like I said, it's a lot of fun. Or check out my other Patreon with album and song reactions. Thank you. Back to this. Hi, Canadian Studmuffin. Hello. So here we go. It's that time of year again. Wraps ready. Are you? I guess so. Life moves fast. I was just saying that the other day to myself. Luckily, we took notes. You listened for 26,112 minutes this year. I must love music. That puts you in the top 14% of listeners worldwide. Thank you. Your biggest listening day was March 22 with 900 minutes. And like I said, I was probably putting together a radio show or two, or doing song reactions or album reactions. Where do you find the time? Yeah. Well, I'm not working, so I guess I do find the time. You played 4,211 songs this year. That's a lot of songs. And one song again and again and again and again. Yeah, they always do this for every Spotify user. So what song was it? Your top song was Polo Sado. Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not sure. But yeah, I just became a huge Ween fan in the past year or so. I only have 4 of their albums so far. Quebec, the pod that you see there, Pure Guava, and Chocolate and Cheese. And by the way, I just recently did a, what I consider the best album cover of all time, that video. It was a joke video because it shows a woman on the front cover. But, some people actually took it seriously. It's hard to do humor these days. But yeah, so this song is basically, I think it's Gene Ween, the singer. He's just ordering food. And it's from his past when he used to work in a fast food place. And there would be this one customer who would always be really annoying and slow and really confusing order. And so it's just it's just fun to listen to. You were in the top 0.05% of listeners globally. But also, like I said, I also listen, I listen to CDs more than I listen to Spotify. You streamed it 15 times. Wow. Well, it's not a competition. There is a leaderboard. All right. So my top songs, Ween, number one, and then Feel Flows by the Beach Boys. Once again, in the past year or so, I've become a huge fan of the Beach Boys. Once Upon a Dream by John Anderson and the Band Geeks. And then a couple of Sean Lennon songs from his album Asterisms. Hi, Sean. Yeah, Sean is, he kind of replies sometimes to my tweets on Twitter, or as they say, X. And I don't know, he just seems to be a pretty good, nice person. Just like me. Yeah, check out his album. It's all instrumental, and I just listened to it. I hadn't listened to it for a while, and I listened to it the other day, and it is just so good. Jazzy, rocky, progressive rocky, Miles Davis kind of in a way. Really good. On to the next one. You've changed. I know, but I haven't told the public yet. And so has your listening. Let's look at your 2024 music evolution. December, all the way to January. January was your theatrical Zolo glam rock phase. You were really into artists like Sparks, I've heard of them, Ian Hunter, and Lou Reed. Did I mention I have a radio show on Patreon? The link is below. All right. February. Psychedelic early metal hard rock. Blue Oyster Cult, AC/DC, and Alice Cooper. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. You were big on artists like the Beatles, Grand Funk Railroad, and Led Zeppelin. And I should still be interviewing Mark Farner at some point. I'm just waiting to get the CD. We postponed the interview. Thumbnail. You listen to six artists. That's not good. Getting a little hot under the collar. All right, let's move on. But one had a special place in your heart and ears. It's the Beatles. I told you I like the Beatles. Yeah, I listen to them on Spotify quite a bit. But like I said, I've got the CDs. I listen to the CDs more than Spotify. Your longest listening streak was 4 days. You're a top 0.5% fan and you spent 1,831 minutes together. You overachiever. Yeah. That's better than being an underachiever, I guess. Who else got a lot of play this year? All right, the Beatles, the Beach Boys, Paul McCartney, Sparks, and Small Faces. That's kind of surprising, really, because I've got, like I said, I've got the CDs. I don't remember listening to Small Faces that much on Spotify. But, maybe earlier in the year I was. Or maybe it was a couple of nights when I was having some tomato soup because it's legal here in Ontario, Canada. And I just forgot. Oh, looks like we have company. It's Sir Paul McCartney on my Spotify. Yeah, he did this last year. And what's funny is I think I read one person thought that it was an actual direct video message to them from Paul, but he does it for anyone on Spotify that listens to his music. Yeah, it's cool. We love you, Paul. And I think that's about it. So if you want to listen to this on my Spotify or, follow me on Spotify, if I remember, I'll have a link below for it. And that's about it. I would, if anybody else is on Spotify and has a Spotify rap, let me know, what your top 5 artists were and whatever else. And thank you for watching. Remember to leave a comment and like the video, and please subscribe to my 2 channels. Thank you.